Uh-oh. We back with a brand spanking new one for your head top. YouTube, Glow Game, MFFLs. What's good, everybody? What is good? Good evening to you all, one and all. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Listen, guys, it is your boy. It is your boy Real. You should already know by now. Been joining me is the star-studded one himself. It is my boy King. What's up, man?
Nothing much, brother. Late night, still recovering from COVID. So let's get it going.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at right now, man? On that.
I'm pretty good, man. I'm just still a little fatigued. I can feel when I move around too much, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, I had it, bro. It ain't good. It definitely ain't good.
It's not fun at
But
all.
we're gonna go ahead and get them juices flowing for you today, King. We finna talk some Mavericks. Like I said, guys, welcome to a brand spanking new episode. Listen, guys, for those who are brand new to the channel, we ask if you guys are into Mav content as much as we are, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. We got more Mav content on the way. We are doing our shows this off season every Tuesday and every Friday. Tuesdays at around 10 to 10:30 p.m. So we're around there. And on Fridays we are doing 10 to 10:30 a.m. So we're around that time frame. So around 10 o'clock p.m. on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. on Fridays, guys. We'll be back here on Friday after tonight. Tonight's gonna pretty much be some questions and some comments, but if you saw the thumbnail, our base question tonight is gonna be a pretty good one, man. Pretty much be a conversation piece, I guess you would say. We're gonna kind of get down to the nitty gritty of what are Jason Kidd type of players. I know we've heard that comment being made by not only Jason, Nico, but we also heard it by Mark Cuban. And we've seen the kind of players on this team that Jason Kidd wants to play ahead of certain players on this team. So, like we talked about before, like Boban not being a Jason Kidd kind of player, but Dwight Powell and Maxi are. So we're just gonna kind of get into those kind of players here as far as what we're looking for this offseason. So we're gonna get into that. King, let's go ahead and break it off, man. Start it off, man. What is your idea, or what's a general idea of what you think a Jason Kidd type of player is?
Um, so from what I've seen so far in Jason Kidd's career and his brief coaching career, seems to be guys that do a little bit of everything. Well, that can at least try to do a little bit of everything. He's looking at guys that can be accountable. I think his word was chemistry and accountability for last season. Guys that can basically be accountable on both sides of the ball. Guys that can basically hold the ball a little bit, do a little bit of playmaking, a little bit of this and that. Just guys that aren't lost on the court when they have a chance to do something. I feel like that's a Jason Kidd guy. I feel like that's the reason why like guys like Boban didn't play at all this year, because Boban really was on one side of the ball, just couldn't do anything at all. And JK really knew that. He didn't really want guys like him to play. So I think that's what we're looking for. More guys that can fit the mold of just doing a little bit of everything. And yeah, that's simple as that.
Yeah, and I think there's more to it than just that. I really feel like too, it's more of like it's not just the players. I think the players that fit into a certain scheme, right? And I think we looked at Jason Kidd this season. As we've heard him say this a million times, what was the one pet peeve that Dallas did this year that Jason Kidd did not like? Excuse me, that Jason Kidd did not like.
When we weren't ready, we weren't a team for defense.
Well, but what was the one thing on offense?
That we couldn't make threes. We missed wide open threes.
Or just shooting too many threes in general?
Yeah.
How many times did we see Jason Kidd when everybody had those interviews before, like the first, second quarter or the beginning of the fourth quarter, whenever they had interviews with him? And the one thing he would always talk about, even after the games when he had his post-game press conferences, he talked about the fact that the team's settling for too many threes. Yeah. And we talk about that so many times, man. I think Kidd is more old school, where he said before, threes are cool, but when you start settling for those, man, that's when it starts becoming a problem. Especially if you're a team that kind of has kind of fixates your offense around 3-point shooting. And so if you're not hitting them, it's like, yo, what else do you have to fall back on? And I think we talk about with this team, kind of looking at Golden State being able to hit you in other multiple ways. Because if you think about it, Golden State wasn't killing us on threes.
No.
Phoenix wasn't really killing us on threes. It was really they were killing us in the mid range, and I think that's the art of the game, man. That's people are starting to go away from because it's not sexy, but it's very effective. If you think about it, a lot of the top players in the league are effective in the mid range. A part of the court that's not talked about a lot. It's always dunks and threes, pretty much. And so I think that Jason Kidd's style system is going to be a player that can not only move without the ball, can kind of facilitate a little bit, not facilitate, but kind of how Golden State is. Like Jordan Poole and them are not known as facilitator, but they can pass the ball. Uh, they're competent passer, I guess you could say. But it also be somebody I think that can be effective on any level, whether it be at the rim, it be mid range, or it be threes.
Yeah.
And we saw that with the way Dallas played the 5 and out. These a lot of those players being able to hit the threes, and then you had your three ball handlers who are able to operate not only from three but from the mid range going to the basket or whatever. So, like I said, I think it's more. I don't think it's more of a player to per se. I think it's more of a system.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. JK goes back and forth. I think he's fine with because when we played in the playoffs, he talked a lot about we need more threes to get more threes up. I think he just wants guys that can get into the paint. Their big thing is just getting a foot in the paint and then getting wide open threes. Like I think they love the shots that they received all year. Just guys couldn't knock them down. We produced so many wide open shots, and then on the opposite side, it was just rebounds, which I think we wanted to play guys as far as the mid range. Just we couldn't stop. We couldn't grab rebounds and stop them from having possessions. So if they have the hardest shot and they get to shoot them 3 times, 4 times, then it sucks. But I agree with you. Most of the things you said.
Yeah, I think with this offseason, I think Kid and them are going to look for a balance.
Yeah.
We talked about that before too. It's just having a balance to your attack, man. Being able to hit teams in multiple ways. And I know they just beat us, but I know people are not going to want to hear this. But like, if you could just kind of take the blueprint of what Golden State did, you know what I mean? As far as like, I know it's not, I know it's not easy having those three guys like Clay, Steph, and Draymond. But we're talking about as far as how they operate. It's like being able to move every player being able to move. And I think the way that's going to be able to happen is if you have players who are able to put the ball on the floor. And I think that's what Dallas is going to look for. We could talk about the fact that Nico and them talked about certain things that they're looking for this offseason as far as the kind of players that they're going to try to get. And we know how Nico was talking about Dodo and Reggie needing help. And I think we talked about that in the last video. Is when I said this a million times so far. It's like if we can get more wings, the way it be a little bit more interchangeable to where you don't have to play those guys 40 minutes anymore. Those two played the most minutes out of every team in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
And so if you get more wings, that way it's interchangeable. That way you can rotate those guys out. The same way you rotate the ball handlers out. With it being two ball handlers and you have three total ball handlers, you constantly have two guys in to keep whoever that guy is on the bench fresh.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think that that's going to be a key. Mark Cuban said it. Of course, Nico has said it. Now, I think, too, we've talked about the fact that, well, Mark Cuban said this, too. The fact that they're not so fixated on, we got to get a superstar. We got to get a superstar. And I know that's always been like Dallas's MO when we had Donnie and them. Oh, we got to get a superstar. We just got to get a superstar. And I think that they realize that you don't necessarily have to have a super. It'd be nice, but you don't necessarily have to have one. You just have to have really good complementary players, man, that are able to kind of do things on their own without being reliant on one guy.
It depends. We'll see. I go back and forth with the notion of over and over again. I think I sent to you in the chat. Most great teams or most dynasty level teams, they're either built to internally create stars, or they get other stars on their teams. I just feel like most of the time, even with that the Dallas team we had in 2011, it was a one-off. I know part of that was Mark Cuban's fault as far as letting the whole team off, but when you don't have the superstars, I feel like the league can come past you real quick.
Yeah.
And that's what I get scared of as far as like the team like this. Even if we can like it's the peak one championship, if you don't have superstars around you, if you just get a bunch of good role players. So I don't know. It's really what you in it for. You don't need superstars, but like you said, it'd be awesome to have another guy on the team.
Let me ask you a question. If you take you put Luca on Memphis without Ja, are they going to the finals?
Yes, but I believe Memphis though has guys that can possibly be stars.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like I think Memphis's team is set up with guys that could like you got Jaren Jackson Jr. is not underrated. I should say he's been I guess didn't play up to par this year, and he's a guy that they thought could be a star. Dylan Brooks,
He was kind
Desmond
of
Bain.
injury too, so
Yeah, like it's a bunch of guys that I can see like that look like they could possibly at least hit one All-Star game on their team. I feel like.
yeah. No, I was just wondering because I remember you. I mean, you just said about the whole thing about having stars, and then can you win? How many multiple championships can you get if you only have one star? We've seen it before. One star either going to get you there or can just win you one. Iverson got you there, but Dirk won you one.
Yeah.
Um, history has shown that you have a better chance if you had multiple superstars, at least one more.
Mhm.
Especially in today's time, man, where you know at least two. You have to have at least two, and it's showing like right now. Golden State got two with Steph and Clay. Boston had two with Brown and Tatum. You know what I mean? So if we had another guy, will we win? We don't. That's not guaranteed, but it gives you a greater chance
Yep.
to get to that level. So yeah, you might be right, bro. You might be right on that. Do you have anything else you want to add on that, bro?
No, I'm ready to get to the people, man. Let's talk to the people about talks about the upcoming free agents. Who might be a J Kid type of guy.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know how this works. Questions in the comments. If you're addressing us, please hit us with the WTM, guys, so that way we know you're addressing us. And King, you first or me?
Uh, I can go first. That's fine.
All right, man. Here we go. First up.
We got this cuz. He's saying, "What up, Glow Gang?" I would try to do sign and trade for Ayton. We would still have 2023 free agency the next season. Let me go back up. It's easy to read it that way. And add more pieces. Dorian Finney-Smith and Luke are the only non-tradable assets we have. So
He said this.
Oh yeah, he said hard cap doesn't matter for the season. The best free agents are in 2023. I think I touched on that earlier this year as far as the best free agents being next year. But you can't just keep the Mavericks are in a position right now where they can't really just keep saying wait next year though, Reggie. I know it's like it's another year and we see all these guys available, but they gotta work right now. Um, but also that would have been my number one guy. I'm still standing on that train. It's not even Zach LaVine, it's DeAndre Ayton. I still think I'm telling you, man. I think DeAndre Ayton is the perfect guy for this team. I
Bro,
think
you can't keep switching up, bro. You got to stick to one guy,
no.
man.
I'm gonna stick to one. I'm gonna tell you why. It's
Go
because
ahead.
It's because JB stays here if we get DeAndre Ayton, and it looks like they want to keep JB here. So I think the best way to go is to get DeAndre Ayton and just rock with the pieces from there with your team that you have and go instead of a Zach LaVine. And I actually think that could work. I think DeAndre Ayton, Luka Doncic, and Jalen Brunson would be a nice big three actually. Um, I just if Jalen Brunson keeps continuing to increase like he does, like he's been doing, and he gets maybe like 18 even a game next year, then you got DeAndre Ayton continue what he's doing and maybe 18 a game as well, and Luka doing what he's doing. I think that's straight. With Dinwiddie off the bench as well, a guy that's getting rebounds. If DeAndre Ayton gets you 10 rebounds, a couple blocks, maybe even 1.5 or so, and maybe stretches his game out and shoots the mid-range jumper, not even the three. He shoots the mid-range jumper, he's fine. Like I really think as long as his motor is okay, and I really think the motor changed this year because they didn't sign him. I think the big thing was Phoenix didn't sign him this year, and he felt like he was an important piece, and they just let him go. But I really think, man, if we want to keep Jalen Brunson and we want to keep the team basically the same, I think DeAndre Ayton puts us at a championship type level. Like that's a lot of rebounds and all that we didn't have before that he'll be able to help out with. He's one of the best like maybe hook shooters in the NBA as far as big men as shooting sky hooks. Like this guy has moves. Like he's a talented brother, and he was the number one pick in the 2018 draft. We'd have three guys three of the best guys from the 2018 draft on our team. So I, the timeline works out perfect. I think he's the number one option. I think he's number one what the team should go after, try to get him in a signing trade, and then re-sign Jalen Brunson, and then you go grab smaller pieces from there. And I think they can do it, actually.
Hey, what do you think about Royce O'Neal?
I like Royce O'Neal. He's decent, but he's not. I mean, he wouldn't be somebody I'm like, I feel like he'd move the needle and make us a championship like level team or anything like that.
No, I mean like if you talking about getting smaller pieces, like you get Ayton and you go smaller pieces. Could Royce O'Neal kind of make you feel a certain way if you got him?
Yeah, if you got him with DeAndre Ayton, absolutely.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. You still.
I thought about that earlier. Shout out to Slightly, man. I think he the one brought that up.
Yeah, you can even you get Ayton, man. Like we can go different without big men. Like you can go grab another big man instead of Maxi Kleber. No disrespect to Maxi, but like you can use him in a trade and just go grab another guy that's just a shooter. Or if you keep Bertans, you feel me? Like you just run Bertans as your shooter, and then you got DeAndre Ayton, and you go grab another big guy. Like you can play with the big men. You just got to switch them up some and not just rely on them. That Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell show. Like you got to switch that up.
Because I was thinking, like, if you're talking about getting Ayton, who's gone? Is Hardaway gone?
Hardaway gone. Whoever they want, basically. Anybody that's on that bench, basically, they can have. I'm not. I don't care anybody other than Dinwiddie. I want to keep Dinwiddie, but the thing is that all we need Ayton to say he wants to come over here. If Ayton says he wants to come, I don't think Phoenix is going to match him. Like we said, the chemistry over there is messed up. So they like I don't think they can keep him. Even if they wanted to keep him because I don't think he wants to stay. And then you just got to get him to want to come over here. If he comes over here, then you can start trading pieces like. We're going to trade picks and all, obviously. I'm fine with all that. Like, we're done. It's basically the point now where we went into the Western Conference Finals and picks don't really matter. I know we're going to talk about picks on Friday and all that, but it really doesn't matter as long as you use them for the right, pieces and all.
What's good, Jody? He said, do y'all prefer to keep the draft pick or deal it for a player? If so, should it be for a star or a quality rotational player with a couple pieces? Great question, Jody. So the way hold on. Yeah, okay. That's go to finish the rest of that.
Mm-hmm.
He says Barnes and Holmes to me are poster kid guys. Wish we can get them in a reasonable package. Yeah, that's a great example, Jody, right there. It's kind of been thrown around the interwebs. As far as like an example of a trade that a lot of people wouldn't mind getting. We've talked about that before in the last video, especially that one with Holmes and Barnes. But now that's a great question what you said about the draft pick. So this is how I look at it, Jody. I don't know how King probably thinks different. I'm 60-40 on trading the pick. 60 because, like I said before, we're in a position now that because now that we went to the Western Conference Final and we have a top 5 player, it's pretty much to the point it's almost championship or bust now. It's like you have to make that next leap, There's no more that, we barely got the first round from this point on. It's like, we have to be flirting with the Western Conference Finals or be a contender going into the seasons going forward if you have Luka on this team. And so if that pick can help get you something in here that can help right now, I'm cool with that because I don't think we're in a position anymore to just get projects. And to be frank with you, that 26th pick was going to be a project. We already had Josh Green in here. Y'all saw how that went. And so right now you need guaranteed guys. I'd rather have a more seasoned veteran guy with that 26th pick compared to a guy that we don't know what he is. Yeah, he can develop to be something, but that's going to take time for him to develop. For us to have to think that, we're going to find another Jalen Brunson in the draft, if that's the case, then every other team would have found a Jalen Brunson in the draft. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the 60 part. 40 part, like I would not be mad if they decide to keep it. There's some players that I would like for them to look at in the draft. Like King just said, we're going to get into draft conversations, guys, on Friday. So y'all join us here on Friday at either 10 o'clock or 10:30. We're going to start talking about some draft prospects that Dallas might be looking at, or a draft prospect that me and King want Dallas to look at. But, yeah, like I said, I'm leaning more towards trading the pick if it's going to get somebody in here that's going to help us right now. What do you think?
I 100% agree with you. I'm actually more of a 70, probably like 70-30, 80-20 for trading it.
Yeah.
Um,
Only
I
reason
could,
why I'm 40, bro, because there are some players that kind of been piquing my interest in the draft. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
if
Like I said, they traded. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Danny should have kept it and got that guy or whatever. But you
I
know,
feel like it's players in the draft that we can get right now that be backups.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
basically
It's
it.
gonna
There'll
build
be
depth around.
quality as far as depth on the team. Yep, that's
Yeah.
exactly if we can't find depth, just straight trading and all. Like it's just draft guys to be that. I feel like none of the guys are going to be the main rotational guys. Anybody that comes from the draft. So at this point, like you said, if we need to trade it, if the best ideal move is to trade him, then you should probably trade him.
And on top of that, we've talked about this before. With us being at the back of the draft, you're going to get a lot of players that have been in college for like 3 or 4 years. So
Yeah,
they're going to be a little bit more seasoned college wise. So they're going to be more prepared. Not saying they're just going to throw them in, they're ready to go, but they'll be a little bit more prepared than one of those 19 to 20-year-olds are in the draft. They'll be somebody like Jalen Brunson. Came out of college at like what, 22 or whatever.
yeah.
So he was a little bit more prepared when we put him in his rookie year, look like he was a little bit more ready for the league compared to one of those younger guys. So that's probably the one upside about drafting in the area that we're going to be drafting in. So, like I said, if they were to say we're keeping it and we're drafting somebody, I would not be mad. Like I said, in Nico we trust, so I would not be mad. But I'm leaning more towards let's trade that, like you said, like a Harrison Barnes, somebody like that, man. Somebody that can come in here right now. He's a wing with length, size, can defend, and can stretch the floor and put the ball on the floor and go get his own buckets. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody we need. If you can get somebody like that with that 26 pick, I'm all for it. Sign me up.
That's gonna be pretty hard though, as you said. And I mean, but if we can get it, let's rock and roll and do it. But I got a question for you. I know that the show is Friday as far as the draft,
Mhm.
but would you draft Sharif O'Neal?
It's funny you said that because I thought about that today. Because it was a rumor that he pulled out, but he didn't pull out
Nope.
of the draft. So,
Mhm.
do we have our second this year? Do you know?
I think we do. I think we have both of them.
I wouldn't mind gambling a second for him. I wouldn't,
Okay.
but I think somebody's going. If he does fall to the second round, somebody's going to take him early
Yeah, I think so too.
because he got upside or
Yeah,
whatever. Before he got,
I thought he was gonna be nice before he had the heart surgery.
oh,
And all
yeah,
that. That's what he
that's really what hurt him. Yeah,
yeah,
no pun intended, but yeah,
yeah.
that's you.
Uh, what is it? Zilch Media says, does Luca need another superstar, or better role players? Um, I think that goes back to the conversation we had at the beginning of the show. Depends on how hard you're trying to go and how far I feel like and how long you're trying to last. Um, I feel like better role players could possibly get Luca one. Like if you're talking about just fighting for getting to the finals and winning 1 year or whatever. But if you want to be a team where you win multiple years in a row and things of that nature, then I think you need another star. You need a guy that can develop with Luca and still be getting better while Luca's getting better and the team's getting better and reaching another step with the team. So that's the reason I look at superstars. But you got to get what you can get. And if they can only get role players right now, you got to upgrade the role players and go for superstar again later on.
So let me ask you a question because I thought about this earlier. What if this team build is going to be a 2-year project? Would you be mad?
No, I've already said. Actually, yeah, I would be. I don't think they should do a 2 year rebuild. They shouldn't. The Mavericks don't have enough success at doing that as far as waiting for guys and saying, "Hey, wait next year," and all. Just go as hard as you can this year. We made it to the Western Conference Finals. Like we're one series away from competing for a championship. So I don't think they need a 2 year run. Like I feel like it's enough right now available or that will be available somehow, some way that they can actually be a decent team if they get it right.
You know what I like too? Well, I don't like we lost, but I like the fact that the way we lost in the Western Conference Finals. Because if you think about it, if we had lost a close one in say 6, maybe 7,
Mm-hmm.
say 6, we had lost a close one in 6. I think that they would have went in with the mind frame of like, oh, we're right there, so we just gonna sign everybody back and maybe add like 1 or 2 people. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I'm kind of glad we lost this way to where they could say like, you know what? Yeah, we went to the West Conference Finals, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
And I like the mind frame that Cuban and Nico and them had. Like, yo, we got to add better players to this team.
Yeah.
And that's the part I like. I'm like, okay, good. So it took us getting beat the way we did in West Conference for them to say, like, you know what? We did make it, but let's just imagine if we had better players,
Yeah.
what we can do in that next level. So, yeah.
And I'm hoping they also look at other teams as well. I hope they don't just build the team this offseason to beat Golden State, because Golden State may not be there next year.
Not only that, bro, like I said, you built this team the way to where they are able to be effective throughout the playoffs in general.
Yep.
Like, you want to be able to be unpredictable with your offense. Don't let it just be so heliocentric like we talk about all the time with Luka, man. Be able to have other people that can control, that can put the ball on the floor and go get their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about with Harrison Barnes, he's one of those players. He can go there and get his own. Like, he don't need to be set up. He can just go get his own.
Yeah.
Johnny B was good, man. He said, "What y'all think about a trade with Indy Turner and T.J. Warren?"
I told y'all already. I'm not thinking Miles Turner is a J Kid guy anymore.
Bro, you know what? I would not be surprised if Dallas caught Miles Turner, bro.
I think Miles Turner really want to come, and he gonna be like he got 1 year left, so it's a project. If they get him, because he has 1 year. It's
He
so
got to stay healthy, bro. Got to stay healthy. And then Johnny, you just named out 2 injury guys. Like Warren been hurt all year last year. Like you said, Miles Turner's constantly injured. I think the last like handful of years he's played no more than about 50-something games, man. And that's the part that gets me. It's like we need you to, like we're talking about Western Conference and all that stuff. Like, bro, you have to be healthy, bro. Like, we can't have you play 50 games, bro. There's 82 games in a season. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, we get DeAndre.
I'll be mad, no, but I'm not jumping for joy. You know what I mean? Like, we got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be mad, but
I'm just hoping they stay healthy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we get DeAndre Ayton, man. I'm telling you, I think we're gonna win 60 games. Like the Suns this year had DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeAndre Ayton, Luka, and JB, I mean, arguably better than that combination, right?
Yeah, because remember JB outplayed Chris Paul.
Yep, and Luka's way better than Devin Booker. So,
that's not true.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You're right. One was 4th in MVP, one was 5th. You're right.
Yeah, man. Talking about that's you.
Sorry. Reggie got him again. He says, I want us to keep our draft pick. We can sign free agents while adding talent through the draft. We've seen what happened when we trade all our draft picks. Yes, Reggie, you go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say, but it's not like we have a ton of cap space, bro. Law. We're only playing with that 10.9 trade exception, our 26 pick, and 6.4 I think it's vet minimum right now.
Minimum. Yep.
As far as what we have as far as cap space, so that's why we're talking about trading people and maybe using that draft pick to get more talent in.
Yeah.
And hey, it'd be cool if we had cap space. Oh yeah, I'd be all for it. Hey, keep that. Build on more youth and more athleticism and all that stuff, man. I would be cool with that. But if that can also help get another body in here that's going to help this team move forward, then I would give it a draft. I would get a draft pickup. Now, like I said, I'm not saying there's some players that I would not mind, looking at or going after and all that. But it's just if you want to take that next step, that player that you're talking about, chances are not going to be a key player in this rotation. He's going to still be a project. And so we already had Josh Green on this roster right now, who's a project who was an 18th pick in the draft, and he don't get any playing time. So we think this other guy right here coming in this year is going to get. So instead of having that gamble, get you a guaranteed guy. Like I'm just saying, we just use an example, like a Harrison Barnes. If that 26th pick can get me Harrison Barnes, get him on in here. I'm the buy 26th pick. I'd rather get a guaranteed guy right now who's a wing with some size, can play defense and stretch the floor. 42% on catching 2 threes, all that good stuff, bro. That's a player that can help this team. He can add depth and add veteranship, all that stuff, man. Is that a word, veteranship?
I think it is.
Okay, we'll go with that. But I understand that you're thinking that's the traditional thinking of it. But like right now, the way we're set up right now with no cap space and all that good stuff, man. If that 26th pick can get us somebody, man, I would say I chunk to do so to the 26th pick.
Yeah, I actually think they're going to go the opposite way. I think they're going to trade the 26th pick to get rid of somebody.
Like
like they
Berton.
like a Berton, Tim Hardaway, or somebody like that to get rid of contracts. I think they're going to trade the 26 pick.
I think that 26 pick going to be attached to Berton before Tim Hardaway. I told you, I think Tim Hardaway's not going to be as hard to move. Everybody loves shooters and they love guards.
That's true.
Like Berton's, yeah, he's a big that can shoot, but he's been kind of, you
Nothing
know what
else.
I mean? Yeah. Like remember, teams wanted Tim Hardaway.
Yeah,
I didn't really hear anybody wanting Berton. So yeah,
that's true.
let me hear you.
That's you.
What do you guys think of the lineup? Luka, Brunson, Reggie, Dodo, and Holmes. Is that a championship team? I don't know. To be honest,
I mean, that's not a championship team. It
that's
depends on
not a
what's around
championship
it.
team.
It's nice. It's better than Dwight Powell.
That might get us. Like we play that lineup right there with this team this year. That might have got us to
Game
six.
Game 6, yep. Game 6, Game 7. I was going to say that, yep.
Because that's still not addressing. I know the major glare is the big man, but another major glare that Dallas needs to fix is the wing position, y'all. We need more wings. Reggie and Dodo played the most minutes, not just for Dallas. For every player in the playoffs, they played the most minutes out of every player in the playoffs. And it started showing in the Western Conference Final because they were getting burned out. And Nico addressed that in one of the interviews he had, man. It's like, look, those two guys played so many minutes, they got burned out. We got to get them some help. And y'all heard me ask King. It's like, look, we had 3 ball handlers, 2 at a time. So with those 3, they either can get rotated and keep the other guy fresh. We didn't have anybody to rotate out with those 2 guys. It's like those 2 guys are in. Take one out, leave one in, take that guy out, put the other one back in. They just kept rotating each other out, or they're playing together, and that burned both of them out. So we need more wings, y'all. We definitely need more wings.
They better throw some money at Anthony Simons. Nah, they ain't gonna get him. But
and letting him go.
But I'm telling you, man, I think Josh Hart. I think they should be on the lookout for Josh Hart like big time.
I
think
Josh.
he should be one of their major pieces they should be looking at trying to pick up as far as like just guys on the bench and increasing depth. I'd definitely pick up Josh Hart. I use that mid level on him. We talking about using him like a guy like.
Well, no, he's not a free agent.
He's not restricted. I thought he was a restricted free agent.
I mean, he signed that 3-year deal this past summer.
Ah, okay. Then it doesn't matter. Then yep, you had to trade for him.
Yeah, we got to trade for him.
Johnny says, with Igor going to Brooklyn, who do y'all think would be a good offensive coordinator replacement?
Man, I wouldn't mind Terry Scott, but it looks like he might be looking at a Utah job.
I don't know. You think Jake Kidd might be doing more of the offense now? Since Igor is gone? You think they might be running more like a flow or whatever like that now, changing the offense? That's what I thought when I saw Igor leave and take the same position. I'm like, they must be going for a different type of offense a little bit.
Is Brooklyn paying Igor more money or something? Like, why'd he go to
Steve Nash has wanted them for a while, and he just went and did the same position. That's why I'm like, how did they get him for the same position?
So you didn't sign him to a multi-year contract? He was on like a 1-year contract. I was confused on that.
I have no clue what happened, man.
As far as I would have liked Terry Scott's, but he's going to Utah. That would have been not my number one choice as an offensive coordinator. I'm not sure because Kidd picks a certain type of people for his coaching staff, man. That like this coach staff they got now, we didn't see coming. We didn't know who he's going to add to the coaching staff, so it's going to probably be up to Jason Kidd. But if you asking me, I would have wanted Terry Scott to be our offensive coordinator. Y'all saw he was our offensive coordinator for the championship team that we won back in 2011. So I definitely would have took him.
Yeah.
Johnny also says, I don't think the Suns would ever trade Ayton to us, especially after what happened in the playoff. Listen, y'all, it's not the fact. Like, okay, see, so whenever somebody's a free agent and they get traded, it's not the team's choice where they trade him. If he's a free agent and he says, I want to go to this place, then it's going to be up to those teams to figure out how to get that to work. You know what I'm saying? He's an unrestricted free agent, especially if they don't want to sign him back. And they say, yeah, just go to somebody. If you want to do a sign and trade, let us know. If you say, yeah, I want to go to Dallas, I want to do a sign and trade, then that's it. You got to do it. It has nothing to do with, like I said, this was during the season, and they were just trading them because they want to trade them. then yeah, I could say like, oh no, you're not coming to Dallas. You're not going to travel to Dallas or within the conference or whatever. You're not going to do that. But because he's a free agent and he said I want to go to Dallas, that's on him. So let that man be a free agent. And then, matter of fact, the only way we can get him is a sign and trade.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to go to Phoenix and say, "Yo, do a sign and trade to get me to Dallas."
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works as far as like. So him just saying like, "Oh, he can't come because Phoenix not gonna want to trade him." It's like that's not their choice; it's his choice.
Yeah. They're not gonna hold on to him and not.
As a matter of fact, it's like you have to get him for something or get him for nothing.
For nothing. Yep.
So yeah.
What is that? AT says, from what I've seen so far, star chasing don't work unless you've already have an elite team. Keep on building on what we have. That's not. I mean, I hear people keep saying that, but didn't Milwaukee go and get Drew Holiday? Didn't the Lakers go and get Anthony Davis? I don't understand why people saying that. Like, you do go get star players. The Mavericks.
Did Miami go get Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, all that stuff. Like you do
Toronto got Kawhi. You just going down the line.
You get star players. Just the Mavericks have just cramped out on getting star players. Just because we've cramped out on doing it doesn't mean that's not the way you're supposed to do it. You are supposed to do it that way. And now Nico, we have a new management, and he says he's gonna get a seat at the table. So I think we should go get the star player. At AT. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it
wrong. Charlie says, in my opinion, there are a lot of OG greats late first. Oh, pardon me, a lot of great late first round players this year. We should 100% keep the pick and draft EJ Lindell if he's on the board. He's one of my choices, Charlie. But like I said, we're gonna get into that on Friday when we talk about our draft picks. Like I said, if they were to keep it and decide to go for somebody, he's one of the guys I wouldn't mind. But if you ask me now, I'm kind of on the side of that's only if like I'm not saying just trade that 26 pick for anybody. Just say we got somebody. There's got to be somebody we know that when they come in here, they're going to do work and going to be a staple in the rotation for this team. Like in the playoffs come, you're one of the main guys in the rotation. You're going to add some of the elements that we've been missing as far as like size, rebound, playmaking, being able to handle the ball, floor spacing, all that stuff that we needed, man. Wing depth, all that. If you are able to fill that need right now, and not all, but one of the things they wanted that 26 pick, I would let it go. You know what I mean? Like, just think about it. Are you gonna get a player at 26 right now, coming in right now, is gonna be better than say a Harrison Barnes?
Man, all these people they talking about, basically everybody that put in the chat so far, you're gonna have to get that first round pickup probably for Miles Turner. You're gonna have to get that first round pickup.
Yeah.
All these people out, I'm gonna have to get that 26 pickup probably for any of these guys you want. And Indiana already said that before they wanted like 2 first round picks. And I don't even know if I'll give up 2 first round picks for Miles Turner anymore.
Nah, I wouldn't. You can't stay healthy. I'm definitely not. Yeah. What's it's just you, my bad.
Where we at? Which one?
Oh, my bad. Here you go.
Johnny said, "What's the better Mavs fit? Barnes and Holmes, Gordon and Wood, Turner and Warren, Gary Harris and Bamba. Probably Barnes and Holmes as far as the two names. It's probably other guys I'd rather have, but yeah, I'm gonna say Barnes and Holmes.
Yeah, probably Barnes and Holmes. Gordon, if it was like 5 years ago, I would say Gordon and Wood, but
Wood just seems so awesome. Like it would fit right. Like Christian Wood could be like a star player if he dedicated himself to playing defense. Like for some reason, if he said, if J Kidd got him to say, you know, you're gonna go hard on the defensive side this year, or whatever like that, then yeah. I'd go for it as far as Christian Wood. But there's been no evidence of him playing defense so far in his career.
None whatsoever. Non-existent. Charter says it's proven that keeping picks and adding good projects while also competing and drawing interest. What was it? Drawing
in free agents.
Oh, drawing in free agents. Yeah, that little yellow thing blocking. Drawing in free agents is the best way to go. Look at Golden State. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. People say look at Golden State, but it's not like Golden State did that overnight.
Yeah, they did,
That took time.
and they flopped. They failed.
Yeah, they
First couple
failed a
years.
lot before they got to where they are now. And and Steph wasn't doing what Luka is doing right now at this age.
Nope.
So with Luka doing what he's doing right now at this age, you're expecting more from him than what Steph was. Nobody thought Steph was going to be this way when he came out of college. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thought he's going to be a top 5 player in the league and all that stuff. And so for people to say like, "Oh, look what they did, just do it that way," that's easy to say when it took them time to get to that point. Y'all aren't patient enough to wait for us to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all Mad fans are gonna be killing the front office and Luka and whoever else if they don't do what Steph and them are doing right. What it took Steph and them to do in years to do right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why you can't compare us to Golden State. Now you can take the way that their system is ran and implemented by getting those certain type of players to add to the system. But as far as the blueprint, yeah, that's going to take time to do that, and y'all aren't patient enough for us to wait to do that, especially with a player like Luka. We got to get it done now. You know what I mean? So
It's it's two things that happened that maybe fans haven't paid attention on Golden State. One, you touched on it, was Steph Curry. Steph Curry ankles were horrible when he first started in the league. People thought he wasn't going to make it to a long career because of his ankles.
Yep.
So his first contract was actually a bargain because he was so hurt, which ended up helping out the whole team because he was being paid so low when he's MVP. Basically, won his MVP and all. That's how they got the Kevin Durant and all that because his contract was so low. One, and then two, don't forget the past 2 years, Golden State Warriors weren't good. Like so, it's like a whole bunch of things that adds up as far as just the fit. This fit isn't like their fit exactly. So you can't just look at ours and say, wow, you got to be just like them. Like they had some breaks and all that just broke their way. So, I mean, the Mavs doing the best they can. Mavs got some draft pieces right now we're holding on to as far as our guys. We got Luka and JB in the same draft. They still playing together. Like you got to make moves. We can't just keep sitting for guys. We have a guy that basically has been a top 5 guy in the NBA since his second year. That's not normal. So you asking other guys, you want to draft other guys and see if they can be where they're going to be within 1-2 years. That doesn't usually happen. So these draft guys usually going to wait about 5 years to see them hit their peak or the level they're supposed to be. And Luka's going to be in 5 years, what? Like in the middle of his prime, like waiting for guys. So you got to watch. It's just it's a touchy subject, and it's something that Nico just got to take his time with, and he gets paid the money for it.
And not only that, y'all got to remember, too, it's not like they had this exact team and they've been doing this whole time. Remember, they also had Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So they had him for 3 of those years. So out of the 6 out of 8 years they went to the finals, out of those 6, half of those were with Kevin Durant. So it's not like they were just dominant with just those 3 guys for that long period of time. So
it'd be like Giannis. It'd be like Giannis right now saying, let me go to the Mavs.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, it's hindsight.
Yeah.
Where we at, bro?
What player would y'all trade DFS for?
Nobody.
Ooh.
Now, we talking about pipe dream, or you talking about like just for real? Like right for real? Nobody.
He's saying just. I think he's talking about in general.
Nobody.
I mean, I ain't gonna say nobody. You wouldn't trade Dorian for anybody.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about realistically or pipe dream?
Nah, I think just pipe dream. Just who would you trade DFS for?
So give me
What type of player does it have to be?
Giannis.
A Giannis, it had to be that type of player.
So give me Giannis, boy. I take him right now.
Would you trade Dodo for Zach LaVine or Bradley Beal?
No.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's crazy. That's wild. I don't think you'd have said that before this year. I don't think.
Probably not.
I probably wouldn't trade him either.
Charlie says DFS is untradeable. The risk of destroying the locker room and even losing Luka is too much to even think of trading him. Plus, he's an elite defender. Said he's an elite defender. Oh, and he's improved his game every year. Yeah, that is true, Charlie. That's definitely true. Oh, he also says pretty sure Luka and Ayton are friends based on the behind the scenes of 2018 draft stuff. so he probably wants to come. I can see that. I can see that.
I think Aiden is going. I think he's the name. He's going. If anybody comes, I don't. Zach LaVine maybe. That's still a hard little task to get done. I think Aiden going to be the dude where we might be like, okay, man, I'm telling you, I really feel something. I think Aiden might be that guy.
So you would sign Ayton to a max?
I sound to Max. I think Aiden, Luca, and JB. I do that. I'm fine with those three being my big three. I'm fine with that. I think I'm okay with that one.
So we had Ayton on this team this year. How far we had got?
I think we won the championship.
Damn. So you that confident? Okay.
I think Aiden could. I think Aiden would destroy Kevon Looney,
Oh yeah.
especially with J Kidd behind him. If Aiden is the type of player that can take J Kidd's message like other players do when you get the best out of guys like Dorian Finney this year and all that, yes, we'd won a championship this year.
That's you.
Reggie said, I agree with you, bro, in law. The way we lost, damn near the entire West is going to be better than next year. We have to get better too. Yeah.
Amen. Charlie says a lineup with Holmes could be a championship team depending on the bench depth and how JB develops his three.
Bench
Could be
depth.
right, Charlie.
Yeah,
Could be right.
more maybe bench depth, Charlie.
Yeah, definitely gotta be bench depth. Go ahead.
AT says teams who attract stars already have teams who are capable of competing, and they convince the stars they are missing a piece. The Mavs never had that team until now. Yes, that is part of it too.
That's true, AT. Reggie Burlock says, sounds like our chances of trading up or are low to non-existent. Why can't we trade up?
I mean,
We can trade up, but then you're gonna give up more if you trade up.
yeah, trade for a star instead of a high. I don't know. I just don't want none of these guys. I don't even. I'd rather have a star than the guy at the top of the draft.
Yeah. Like I said, we need depth, y'all. We need depth. We need size. Like that 26 pick can give something, man. I don't want to trade up and get more and give up more assets to trade up because that's what you have to do. Because remember, we traded to get Luka, we had to give up an asset. I don't want to do that. You have a better chance of trading back, but why would you want to do that too? So like I said, I'm to the point. Like now, whatever Nico decides to do, cool. But for me, I don't want to. I want to see what I can get with that pick before I decide to use it. So,
yeah. Charlie says, in my opinion, with what the Mavs team accomplished, we owe it to them to be patient and run it back with most of the roster, while of course adding a big and some wings. Then we can go hard in free agent 2023 if we fail. I mean, I hear you, Charlie, but I don't feel like they owe them anything. They didn't accomplish anything. They got to the Western Conference Finals and lost. Like, yeah, they got there, but that's not enough where you owe them anything because they got their butt whipped in that series. Like right now, if it's next year started, I mean, we aren't going to sit here and say they're going to be the favorites to win the championship because even with the same squad, they still lose to Golden State. Nothing about this team right now, no matter how they develop, shows me that they can beat Golden State with the same squad. So we have to get the other pieces, like you said.
I'll read this one too.
He says Golden State is not the best example, but just look at the teams they have given up their picks. It is almost always a mistake and doesn't work out. Just my opinion. I guess. I mean, the Mavericks gave up their pick, like you said, and then got another pick. They get Luka Doncic. It happens. It's just about the GM and it's about the luck and about scouting and drafting.
Brolow says, I agree, King, on Aiden, especially if there's a hard feeling with the Suns. What better way to get back at a team than to sign with a team that knocked them out the playoffs?
Yep.
Now, listen, man, y'all said that about Kevin Durant, and y'all was y'all was killing him, bro, when he went to Golden State. But I know what you're saying, though, Brolow. That would be oh, my God. Because we always still getting it from the Suns fans on Twitter. Do you understand what would happen, bro, if we was to get oh, my God, bro. Man, yeah, okay. Well, man, yeah. That's you.
Micah says, to be honest, I'm not really feeling LaVine anymore after my research. He's a cone. You better
Yeah,
stop that language. But yeah, he's not the greatest defender, known as the greatest defender. But again, I just neither was JB before he played under J Kid. So I would just give him a chance. He's not the most uh, influential or most important piece on defense. It would still be the other guys around him, the Dodos and the Reggie Bullock, and it will make his game much easier. So he wouldn't be the necessary defensive guy, but he brings so much offensively that the other guys it'll make his job easier on defense.
no, I agree. I was gonna say something I forgot.
Zach Levine Cone, no defense.
Uh, it was a good point too. Ah, I blanked on it. I don't remember what it was. Hopefully, it'll come back to me. I can't remember what it was. Charlie says Levine is a huge risk for us. To be honest, I don't know if I like it. Um, look,
KP
if
got him scared.
hey, if it's KP that got y'all scared, man,
KP got everybody scared now, man.
man, don't let KP scare y'all, man. But no. But the thing is, and I appreciate Francis being a new subscriber. Thing too about it is okay. Like he said, you use the example of JB, not just JB. Let's talk about Devin. I know we don't like the name Devin Booker.
Mhm.
Devin Booker, y'all know for the longest was not known as a defender. Was not known as a defender. He is a way better defender now than he was before he got Chris Paul and all those guys, right? And so, what's to say that Levine doesn't come in here and and buy into the philosophy of our defense, and he becomes a good defender
Yep.
because he's athletic enough to stay in front of people. But look, I understand, everybody's hesitation on Levine. I understand, and that's the reason why when we talked about is there a chance of getting Levine and also re-signing Jalen Brunson, where King was like, you know what, I don't know about having all three of those guys on the floor at the same time. I understand. We definitely understand. But now I also understand too, it's a gamble to say like, oh, what if he comes in here and he plays defense for this team? I understand that too. But
The offense.
man, it'll be a player that Luka has never played with in his career, y'all. We're talking about an all-star. You know what I'm saying? To this point now, perennial all-star. You know what I mean? A guy who can play without the ball, can move, can slash, can score on every level, can literally take pressure off of Luka. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. It's just I don't know, man. You know what? You kind of got me sold on that Ayton thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm telling you,
You
Aiden
kind
is
of got me
that
sold on
piece,
Ayton, bro.
man. When you sit and think about Aiden, that piece, man. I told you, if we had KP this year, like if we had bubble KP,
Why are you
with that,
cussing, bro?
I know. I'm sorry. It's the only way I can explain myself. But bubble KP with that Spencer Dinwiddie trade that we have right now, like we would have been a championship level team. Bubble KP would have been a difference maker. We had a guy that can go get rebounds, that can destroy the five position, and that can stretch the floor as well. We'd have been like, we'd have won it. I think we'd have won the whole thing if we'd had Bubble KP on this team with Spencer Dinwiddie this year. When you bring Aiden there, Aiden fills a whole bunch of those holes that Bubble KP had to. Aiden can get the ball in the post. I trust him way more than KP as far as going to get in the bucket. He can get 10 points himself as far as giving him the ball and say, go get 10 points. Okay. Luka can get him his other 10 points or whatever like that on the East. He gets his rebounds. You know he can get 10 rebounds, 10 plus, and then he can get you a block and a half a game. I'm fine with Aiden. He can do a little pass. He can move. He got a little his foot movement. He's not like injury prone. He had the one thing with the suspension. But like I'm fine with Aiden, man. I think Aiden would be perfect.
Yeah, and he can get you easy buckets too.
Yep.
Something that Dallas didn't do a lot of.
And he
We
got
thought
shot.
we thought the lob threat was going to be there for Dallas. It was non-existent against Golden State.
Nope.
But he don't have to even do a lob. You can just post him up, man. He actually can post up.
Yes.
You believe that, me? He
Yes.
can actually post up. Wow, it's funny how that works. A 7-footer that can actually post up. And it's a true 7-footer too.
Yep. Ed
Let me-
says, that's me. He says, look at it this way. How much of a difference is LaVine going to be to Brunson in the playoffs? Keep in mind, JB averaged 21 points a game in 3 playoff series. Okay. I want to attack that first. Y'all know how much I love JB, right? JB averaged 21 a game, and he had like a 31 and a 41 point game as well. That means that if it wasn't for those 2 games, he wouldn't average 20 points a game at all in the playoffs. Just to let y'all know. If it wasn't for that 31 and that 41-point game that he had back to back, he would not have been averaging 20 a game in this playoffs. I appreciate JB and I love the development that he did, but I think Zach LaVine would have gave you a consistent 25, if not more. With this team and with Luka Doncic beside him, like with Luka beside him, Zach LaVine would be 25 at the minimum, I feel like.
Hey, Zach LaVine, nice, bro. And that's the one thing everybody's missing too. The dude is efficient,
Yes.
extremely efficient. Can hit you on every level, man.
That three way better than JB's.
Yeah. Oh, that's
way better than JB's.
Not even a question. It's definitely way better than JB's.
He can play. Plus, before you go to the next one, bro, he can play more off ball than JB can. See, the thing is, JB is playing more like Luka Doncic.
He can move without the ball too.
Yes,
that's key.
JB sits in a spot and waits to play isolation. He's an isolation player, JB. Zach LaVine can play, like he said, off the ball, moving, cutting, like alley oops. Y'all talking? We got a guy that can get alley oops from Luka, like a guard that can run and catch oops. Oh man, no way.
Listen,
I take.
We haven't had a guard that dynamic probably since Monte Ellis.
Monte, yep.
Charlie said, "Boy can't defend if he's not on the court." LOL. He says, "I'm worried about injuries." You're right. KP got me traumatized. Listen, that's understandable, y'all. It is understandable. The other thing is with KP is like KP had the injuries and also was suspect on offense. How many times did we talk about the fact that the dude being 7'3" could not post anybody up?
Yeah.
You had guards who were like 6'4" guard them. You're like a whole foot taller than these guys, and you can't post them up. How many times we talked about that? With LaVine, his offense is no question. Like we said, it can hit you on all levels and is very efficient, very athletic. But I definitely can understand where everybody's trepidation is, his injuries and suspect on defense. I say you get the talent in and you work with it, but that's just me.
I agree.
Charlie also says, "What do you guys think of Hardenstein?" Everybody wants Hardenstein.
Backup.
Yeah, backup, not a starter though.
Backup.
Not a starter.
No.
Man, especially after King just gave me Ayton, bro. I'm kind of on that Ayton thing now.
I'm telling you, Ayton over any of them because even Turner, you got to make sure Turner going to be out there running with his legs to roll because Turner not going to post up anybody and be catching anybody in moves.
And not only that, y'all talking about LaVine injuries, boy. Turner stay hurt, boy.
We're going to have question marks with Turner. Like Turner, we're going to have question marks on his offense. LaVine, when he's out there, I know what Zach LaVine's going to give me. It's not going to be the question mark like KP and other guys. And I think with Ayton as well, I think I know what he's going to give us as well. That's why I say I think DeAndre Ayton's that guy.
And just imagine LaVine doing what he's doing without having the pressure of being the guy.
Yeah.
Luka's going to get all the attention. That's going to free him up. What do you think that's going to do?
Yeah, and he has a point guard. He don't really have a point guard in all year this year in Chicago because Lonzo was hurt.
And all of that, well, yeah, that's a good point too. And all of that, him and DeRozan were when Lonzo was hurt, were both expected to be the facilitators on those teams. Now he's going to come over here and play freely.
Yep.
And like we said, can move without the ball. That's what we all want. Somebody that can move without the ball, like Golden State's whole starting five is. They can move without the ball.
Right. To tell the Glow Gang, we want JB to be an all-star one day. Like we hoping maybe one day be all. Zach LaVine, like Ralph said, is a perennial all-star now. He's better than JB. You take Zach LaVine if you can get him.
Let Luka play with an all-star. Let's see what he can do.
Yep. Reggie says, Donovan Mitchell, are y'all in or out? If so, what would we have to give up? I mean, I'd rather have Zach LaVine. If we want to talk about Donovan Mitchell and all that, let's just get Zach LaVine.
Yeah, Zach LaVine's bigger.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine is 6'6".
And a better defender, even though he's a cone.
Yeah, y'all talking about no defense. Donovan Mitchell is the poster child for that.
And a better passer. I think Zach LaVine's a better passer than Donovan Mitchell.
And Zach LaVine's Zach LaVine's a free agent. Donovan Mitchell is somebody you're gonna have to trade for and probably have to give up a lot to get him.
Yep.
So I take Zach LaVine on that one.
He says, "Go ahead, that's you." I'm sorry, bro.
It's AT says I'm saying LaVine never showed the elite level of play in the playoffs. I swear that Bucks series was his first playoff run, and he's 27 plus injured. Seems sketchy to me. Dang, everybody have LaVine. I mean, what happened to everybody being on the LaVine? You know what it is, King? Everybody
Yeah,
opposite of you because you was the
Jalen
Adam, you
Brunson.
was the leader for the Jalen Brunson thing, and everybody wanted LaVine.
Brunson.
Now you
Jalen
on
Brunson,
LaVine,
man.
everybody on Jalen Brunson. What is going on, man? Y'all
No,
confusing
no,
me.
I told you. I told you. JB can stay. I didn't turn. I want Aiden. I want Aiden and keep JB. Let's rock with JB. Let's keep that chemistry and all. I don't think we. I think we can rock with Aiden with most of the same squad, the members of the squad that we need as far as the chemistry, and then you can get rid of other guys to get Aiden. I think.
Justice says you would have to give up Bronson, Dodo, and Bullock to get LaVine. Seems like a non-story here. I don't think I'd give
No,
that much.
I don't think that much.
I don't think that much, but yeah, no, I don't think I'd give that much. That's way too much right there.
Yeah. Charlie says, also, I think a huge thing we not realizing is LaVine has not showed he can show up in the playoffs. It was his first time in the playoffs this year. Oh, I mean, y'all JB averaging 22 look a lot better now. I mean, y'all was saying the same thing last year about JB.
Yeah, that and on top of that, Jack LaVine didn't have the kind of spacing that this team has for Chicago.
Nah.
Like I said, when you got somebody like Luka that's gonna take a lot of the pressure off him, man, that means he's gonna go out there and be able to play a whole lot freer. Um, but like I said, I understand the trepidation that y'all have with Zach LaVine. I really do. I'm not arguing with y'all on that. But I just if you told me like we wake up tomorrow and they said Dallas is getting Zach LaVine, I would not be mad at all. Like I said, he adds a lot to this team that we're desperately missing a slasher, a guy who created on his own, a guy who can move without the ball. You know, all those type. Another guy other than Luca that can operate on every level. You know what I'm saying? And so, and being very very efficient, and on top of that, being an all star. So those are the positives I look at it with Zach LaVine. But if they were to tell us we keep a JB and we're going to move that, I mean, and use our resources for something else, I wouldn't be mad. But I would also not be mad if they got Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think y'all realize Zach LaVine a shooter. Like he's not just a scorer; he's a shooter too. Like
Yeah, Duke can shoot, man.
if he just stood still in the corners and said, "Hey, man, you get wide open threes," I trust him shooting them more than JB. That's something. He's that good of a shooter. He's good, but we'll see.
Weasel says Bomba option 2.
Yeah, he's one of the guys I want to give them. I told you the mid level to. I take him as our backup.
King said he want to sign him to a 10-year, $350 million contract.
Would you take Ayton and would you get rid of Powell and Kleber to get Ayton and Bumba as your backup?
Why you ask me these questions? Of course.
Okay, just making sure you don't want to keep Maxie too hard and nothing like that.
Listen, no. I told you, bro. I want to win, King. I'm sorry. Maxie, you're nice, you're cool. Like I said, same city that Dirk is from, all that. That's cool, bro. But I want to win, bro. I want to win. If that's what telling me it takes me to win, bro, I wish you luck in your next endeavor, bro.
Yeah.
Charlie said at the end of the day, in Nico we trust. Nothing else matters.
Yes, sir. Nico, we trust. You already know, Charlie.
You already know, Charlie. That's how it goes now. In Nico we trust. Is that all the questions and comments?
That's all right now.
Oh, yeah, y'all done, huh? Okay.
We're gonna go get John. We're gonna go get John Wall. That's what y'all really want.
Oh my god.
uh,
Y'all talking about what's the boy named Westbrook's contract? John Wall, he ain't played it literally at all season last year. They had him sitting there trying to decide what they're gonna do with his contract, but he got 1 more year left.
Marvin Bagley didn't sign a new contract, did he?
He's with Detroit.
Yeah, but he didn't sign one, did he? He just got traded. He restricted,
That's
right? Would you take him?
No.
Would you take Marvin?
No.
Wow, you done with Marvin as far as you don't think his potential, you just don't think he can't play defense. You just
And you missing one more thing.
what, his motor?
Nah, what's the main thing? The reason why he hasn't been playing?
He was playing in Detroit. Now,
What was the main reason why he wasn't playing?
because his dad.
No, He couldn't stay healthy.
Oh,
Even
yes,
even hurt in college.
yes,
You talking about Turner.
that is true. I forgot.
That dude is a poster child of injuries, bro.
But
For
we would get him
real.
for the low. That's what I'm saying. You
For the
wouldn't
low,
you,
low,
would- you
low.
wouldn't take him. You know it's gonna be for low.
His defense suspect too.
But he got potential though. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he might be a J Kidd guy as
You
far
know
as
what?
that.
A lot of these guys that you naming up, if you was to sign them to them contract, the Lakers giving them dudes last year or this past season, like the 1.2s and the 1.6s
Uh-huh.
and all that, I do it.
That's
If
what
you
I'm saying. Small contracts.
yeah, like itty bitty, like you got half of a what's that? Half of a vet minimum or whatever. So I do that. I
Who
definitely
are
do.
who are the vets though, Rob? Before we keep going, who are how usually every year you got the vets that want the contract, the small contract, and go play for a team that's going to like compete for a championship because they're at the point in their career where they like, hey, I'm done looking for money. I want to go win a championship. Who
Like
are
the
those vets that's available right
like
now?
the Joe Ingles, the Goran Dragic,
That's it.
the what's that boy name? The Thaddeus Youngs, the what's that boy name? Green, guys like that.
They still not. Usually, you got guys that are a little bit better. They used to be like all
Rudy
stars and all.
Gaze.
Those guys
Oh, you
used to be
talking
all
about
stars.
you trying to build like the 2011 team?
Yeah, like a guy that just like I'm done. Like Carmelo and stuff. Now you feel me? Like his players use this at some point in their career when they like, I used to be skillful and now I can go ahead and do this for a team and help them win a championship. I don't know who those old guys are now. Like it's none. It doesn't seem like it's any like other than Russell Westbrook and James Harden, but they still fight for max contracts.
right. Yeah, I can't think of nobody off the top of my head. Got some more stuff that came in. Let me read this one too. Charlie says, Mo Bamba over Maxi. No way. I'm sorry. No, he wasn't just saying Mo Bamba. Who'd you say? You said Mo Bamba. Who else?
Mo Bamba and Ayton.
Yeah,
But
Mo Bamba.
I am saying Mo Bamba over Maxi though, truthfully, because if it was Ayton by himself with Maxi behind, I think I'd do Mo Bamba still over Maxi. I'm telling you, I know we fall in love with these players. I love everything Maxi has done for us.
Bro, they're not that I'm in love with Maxi. It's just the fact, you know how I feel about Mo Bamba.
Yeah, but Mo Bamba going to be what? Okay, so Maxi's basically at the peak of his powers, right?
Yeah.
He's old. He's at the peak of his powers. At some point, Maxi going to be probably not good at all. At one of these years, it's going to start, and Maxi probably going to be fall off a cliff and going to be like, well, Maxi's gone. You wouldn't want to get a Mo Bamba who is probably a better blocker of the ball at least in the small time he can because he has the length and the height, like he can play actually bigger guys, and then he can shoot the ball at about 40% as well, just like Maxi Kleber can.
But is he gonna come here and hit you like them little 9 threes in the playoffs like Maxi did?
But is he gonna come back the next day and give you zero? Like I'd rather guy that's.
Oh, I'm gonna say Maxi didn't use
Actually, yes, he did have a zero game. He had a few zero games. I'd come in here.
Actually, I don't know because Obama ain't been to the playoffs yet.
He hasn't. You're right. But what I'm saying, I'd rather have a guy that's going to give me 3 threes a game than give me 9 one game and then give me 0 for like 3 games in a row.
And that's a lot of the reasons why that was too. But we said Maxi played out of position as far as defense.
And what does Mo Bamba play? What position did he play?
Center.
This is the position Maxi Kleber couldn't play. You're right.
You're not selling me right now, bro. You're not selling me.
I'm sorry.
Ain't like Obama was like, you know what, he's the missing piece.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying come off the bench.
Never seen this guy touch a playoff ever unless he's playing 2K.
Coming off the bench this year, he averaged what off the bench? You said?
Oh, if you talking about Mo Bamba coming off the bench?
Said off the bench. Yeah, he's not.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mo Bamba would take Maxi's spot off the bench. Is what I'm saying.
I'm saying you had like a lot of starting center in your voice there, man.
No.
I'm like, hold on.
I want Ayton to start, and I want Mo Bamba to be our bench center. I think we should get 2 centers, not just one, because we're going to need time when the starting center off the court as well. Somebody to back him up. I think we should get 2 centers.
Let's see. Oh, it's you.
What is it? Micah says you think we can get Jeremy Grant? I think we could. Depends on what
So-
we want to give up for him.
It's funny you brought that up because I heard today, I think Locked on Mavs brought this up. I'm hearing that Detroit want multiple first round picks for Jeremy Grant.
They want 2. Yep. Change your plan real quick, huh?
Y'all keeping Jeremy Grant then, unless somebody really. I mean, unless it's like Oklahoma or somebody like that who got like just a stupid amount of first round picks to give away, bro. I'm not giving you no. I like Jeremy Grant. We're not getting 2 first round picks. I'm sorry.
Bro, I heard that what's his name? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander might be available this year.
Where you hear that from?
I forgot what I heard. Some article saying that they made that OKC might end up trading him as far as just because they can't. They got to decide between him and Josh Giddey at some point when they want to decide.
I thought they were going to be their future backcourt.
Nah, they're going to want both on point guards, man.
I'll take Shea for sure.
I take Shea too. Would you give it 2 first rounders?
Yes.
I would too.
For him, yeah.
I would too.
Who's this? Oh, Charlie says, I think Bagley has great potential, to be honest. He could be an all-star in the future.
He got the potential. He got the potential, man. You low. Don't fall for Rel, y'all. He's low on Marvin Bagley. He got skill. He just get hurt. He just hurt.
That dude, man. That dude's softer than marshmallows, man. I don't know.
Jesus.
That's you right there.
Grant says, I don't know much about the Toronto Raptor wing, nor can I pronounce his name, but he sounds like OG Anunoby. Is he a free agent? How can we acquire him?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you right now, boy. You give me OG. Shut up and leave me alone. That's all I gotta say, boy. Yeah, you get OG in here. I get OG right now. That's who I want.
I'd give him the 2 first-round picks for him too.
No, yeah, man, listen.
I told you this year and the next one.
OG. You give OG in the big, we won.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we won.
Hold up. I'd at least trade Reggie Bullock for OG.
Yeah, you said that before. I would too.
I'd trade Reggie for OG. I don't know if I trade Dodo. I mean, truthfully, if we lost,
I need Dodo. I need OG and Dodo.
If we lost Dodo and got OG, we could possibly still win. But I don't want to give up Dodo. I'd rather have them both. Mm-hmm. But I think I might trade Reggie for OG though.
And St. Paulo to Toronto is home country.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's from Canada, he'll love it.
And bro, Reggie also says to you, that's you. I'll let you read it.
Say, bro, Law, quit hating. No more Bumble. Hook him, bro. I know you saw Mo Bamba in Texas, bro. Did he stand out like any of them other former Texas players? Do I have to name them off? Matter of fact, you know what? We compare him to this guy. Did he stand out more than LaMarcus Aldridge when he played for Texas? Just answer that.
LaMarcus Aldridge is a perennial all-star, though, man. You talking about a guy that might be a Hall of Famer?
No, I'm lining their Texas careers up.
I got you, but one might be a Hall of Famer, though, man. Mo Bamba don't got to be a Hall of Famer to help us.
Nah, but he come off that bench though. He ain't started.
That's what I'm saying. Off that bench, you just said he gave you 10, 8. What was it? Was it 10, 8 or 12 and 8? 12. It was 10, 8, and 2 off the bench in 25 minutes. Sign me up.
Bro, he didn't get no 2, bro. Look at you trying to.
He did get. You sure? I think 2 blocks.
Nah, 2 blocks. It was 2 blocks. It was like 1 point something, like 1.6 or something.
That's 2 blocks on the bench.
Say, bro, why you trying to run it up, bro?
This man said 1.6.
Round it up, dang it.
off the bench. He gave me 1.6 off the bench. He gave you 2 blocks off the bench.
Hey, that's why I disagree with you.
Yeah, Charles King is right about Bamba's potential outweighing Maxey, but in my opinion, we don't credit Maxey enough for his D, and it's hard to find players who give effort like Maxey does. Absolutely. Charlie, I love Maxey. Maxey is amazing for his defense. He's one of the most underrated defenders. All that stuff. He overachieves. But it's at some point, too many of these guys overachieve. That's always been my point. And that we got to find better guys at these positions at some point. And if we keep in Dodo, and if we now got Reggie, we keeping him, and y'all talking about keeping JB, somebody got to go. We got to trade somebody. So you got to get rid of Maxey. You got to get rid of Maxey.
Yeah. And like you said, if you telling me I can move Maxey for a better player and a younger player, I would do it. But like I said, we love Maxey, but it's a team. I'm a team guy.
And he's hurt too.
We old school. We for the Mavs, not for just the individual player. We like the individual players, but for the team, if it's gonna make our team better, and I would definitely, yeah. And he says hurt. He always gets hurt like closer to the playoff time too. Then he's like going into the playoffs not 100% too. So
Maxey don't even roll. Maxey don't even dunk anymore, man. Remember Max used to dunk all the time?
Yeah,
that's age. It's starting to catch up with him. Age and injuries.
He's 30, bro. He's breaking down.
Yeah.
Weasel says, what's something about the AA you would change other than the roof? Um,
I've only been once, so I'll let you answer that.
I don't know, Weasel. I can't really think of anything off the top. Maybe the food, I guess. If you can get better food, I, I've always said if I don't know how it is in your state, King, with y'all's baseball team, but out of all the major sports we have here in Dallas, I think the Rangers got the best food.
The best food. Oh, we got Camden Yards, man. We got the best baseball park in the world.
So the food better there than like Washington food and all
Yeah,
that.
it is. I've been to the Nationals.
Man,
The Orioles one is better than the Nationals, yes.
oh, yeah, you got two of them out there. You got
Yeah.
cheap. You got two teams out there. But yeah, our baseball team food way better, bro, than especially basketball. I think it goes baseball, maybe our football, the Cowboys. I haven't been to a FC Dallas game. Of course, the Stars and the Mavs play in the same stadium. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, at all the stadiums, I think baseball had to. I know baseball got the best food, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Basketball, and usually in general, though, basketball food is garbage. That's wild.
Yeah.
I just thought about it now you said that. I'm like, probably because it's in the arena. So
Because it's like really, it's like you're right. Because it's like it's like baseball's up here, and then football's like way down here. They're second, but it's like way down here, and then it's like
and then
football and like basketball.
basketball is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball like cafeteria, school cafeteria food.
Yeah, you're right about that. Roland says Mo Bamba with Jason Kidd and Luka, it'll work. But y'all love Mo Bamba. You know what? If Mo Bamba come in here and be stinking up the joint, I better not hear nobody complain about him. That boy better come in here and get every year be an all-star every year.
As long as we don't pay him a bunch of money, bro. As long as we get him for the low, it don't matter.
I want y'all to pay him a max contract. I want y'all to pay him a Luka contract out here, bro. That's what I want.
I'm mad at Nico then. If you get anything more than that mid, I'm mad at Nico. Nothing more than that mid, man. I'm serious. That mid should be available for Bamba, man. That's it.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, no, you're right. Jamie says, what are your thoughts on going after Valanciunas as center upgrade? No, I'm good on him. Look, I want someone. I think we brought this up on the last video. You want your center to be able to do three things. You want them to be able to guard on the pick and rolls, which means move their feet on the perimeter because the NBA switches a lot. So you want your center to be able to move his feet. You want him to be able to protect the paint, and you want him to be able to kind of rim run a little bit.
Yep.
And Valanciunas does not mark any of those off I just named off. So I'm good on Valanciunas. He's a good player, but not for this team, man. We need somebody. We need a five to do a little bit more.
Luka
He can't touch the floor though. I'll give him that.
I don't think Luka's gonna make him that. Luka's gonna make him better, but he's not the player that fits Luka's style to where Luka will make him as good as we need him to be, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like a guy like DeAndre Ayton and all, I feel like another level of his game would be unlocked with Luka's. Like Valanciunas is a decent center that can score on his own every now and then. But as far as what he needs to do, as far as like pick and roll with Luka, no, like he wouldn't unlock that level with Luka because that's not the way he plays.
Like I said, he can't space the floor though.
Yeah.
Bronlaw says AA changed the logo back to the original. I don't remember what's on the stadium right now. So
it's not the old one. Oh, they switch it, right? They switch it based on the floor. Like with jerseys they playing and all, right?
Bronlaw, what logo are you talking about? You talking about the old Mav logo? The old Don Carter logo? I take that.
I heard they about to rebrand stuff.
I'm hearing they should. People saying they should rebrand
for Luka's run.
Yeah, shout out to Dallas fans. She been saying that. She been on that train for the longest. She was like one of the first people I heard say that they need to rebrand.
You see that Christmas leak? The Christmas jersey looking like the Orlando Magic jersey back in the day, the stars or the blue stars. I
don't like that one, bro.
I liked it for Christmas. It's just Christmas. It's what
now you know what. I say that now, but when they put it on, I'm like, they're kind of clean.
They're gonna be tough.
Let me see him in the fur, bro. Give my opinion. You're right. Yeah, bro. Law says the old logo. Yeah, look, bro, I got a closet full of old stuff, bro. You know how I do it. Right here. I'm an old logo guy. This is what I grew up with. The Don Carter era. RP. The Don Carter. But yeah.
You just killed the
But I got to know. Okay, it's you.
was AT says, what do you guys think of the Mavs logo rebrand? Been a bit of talk about that. Yes, what we just said. I think you should. The old one, like you said, back in the Carter days, and afterwards you had the Dirk one we still basically in right now, I guess. Where we kind of doing, I guess, back and forth, a little bit of everything. I think it is about time. I do like I told you the statement jerseys we have now, the blue ones. That's like basic. I know a lot of people they're like hit or miss with those. I really like those. We had them for like 3 years now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that basic look is awesome, and plus is associated to the game winner that Luka made in the playoffs. So I think
I
they
hate
should go around.
no more.
You say what?
I hate they're not wearing those no more. Terry bought me that for my birthday.
They still do wear them, don't they? They wear them every year.
No. This was the last year.
Oh man, get out of here!
I told you that. I told you that. They're not wearing no more.
Oh, get out of here, man!
They talking about that on Twitter.
So they're gonna get 2 New Jerseys next year. But they're gonna
guess.
get 3. They're gonna get a Christmas one, they're gonna get a statement one again, and they're gonna get a city one.
Bro, what happened to the one that had the big Mavs on it?
Back
They
in the day, the old alternate one.
They wore this year. The one that they got KP's jersey on sale for like 50% off or whatever right now. It's got the silver number on it, like it's got the Mavs, like Mavs, and then like the silver number on like right up under like the M or whatever.
What color is the jersey?
Like,
white?
No, it's blue.
The blue jersey.
They had the big Mavs on it.
I can't remember.
Hold on.
I can't remember.
Let me see if I can find it right.
They got like Mavs in like cursive.
No.
Not in cursive, but like in a. No, it's not scripted. What is it? I can't think. You had to show it to me. I felt like they had the green jersey this year, right? The green and white one. The one I got in the JB one, where it's like the combination of jersey. They had the statement one this year. They had the original white one, their blue ones, and then.
Matter of fact, don't you got that? You got that Vince Carter jersey?
The which one?
The blue 25?
No, that's the Mav you talking about though. That Mav jersey.
It kind of like that.
They had a blue one like that. They had a green one like that too before the Mavs. The alternate jersey.
I gotta find that jersey, bro. Now it's killing me. Because as a matter of fact, me and Terry saw it at because I was looking at Mav stuff.
Yeah, because Vince Carter had the blue one that year when they wore that year.
I look like that jersey, bro.
And then what's his name? Dirk wore the green one like that when he put up the 51 against Tracy McGrady.
Jersey, bro, because now it's killing me. Here it is. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that.
I see. I thought that was this year. I thought it was 2 years ago. Well, like last
year. No, it was this year. It was this year. They didn't wear it that much, but I wouldn't mind that one again, bro. I think man, Gerard got damn near all the jerseys, bro. Kind of jealous. But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta find a Spencer Dinwiddie one to get.
Bro, you need to let me know because I went to we didn't have it there. I would have to go to the actual fan shop to get that one if you want me to get it for me.
Man, it's gonna be so many jerseys next year. I get a Dinwiddie one, I get a Dodo one, and then I know I get somebody whoever new gotta get theirs, and I'm gonna get that Christmas one. I know you're talking about. I'm definitely getting that one though. If they got it, I used to love that Orlando Magic, that shiny blue. I used to love that, man.
I had the Orlando. The penny I had the blue.
I had the T-Mac one, the one that came at it with the stars on it.
I got the black penny all the way now. Jamie says, honestly, if Steven Adams was OKC Adams, he'd be a perfect enforcer. Man, we definitely could have used him against Kevon Looney.
Yeah, we could have just played him straight.
Kevon out here looking like Charles Barkley back in '93 in the finals.
All we needed was any big man. We could have played Looney off the floor.
Yeah, really could have. Johnny B says, "Oh, the Glow Nation logo."
I wish they would on the jersey.
Man, that'd be clean though.
That'd be awesome. Yep.
Man, as a matter of fact, y'all, we supposed to be getting some merchandise kind of started, like with a Patreon and stuff like that for y'all. We're definitely kind of like trying to get like some different like ideas from the Mavericks set up on their jerseys and stuff for some of our merchandise. So y'all Y'all stay tuned for that, man. We're gonna have that for y'all here pretty soon, hopefully. That's you.
Charlie says, I would love a rebrand, but I think Cuban is too much of a boomer to get it right. He has zero mind for style.
Listen, Charlie. I'm not gonna lie to you, because some of these jerseys they be coming out with, like, what was that one that spray paint jersey they had a couple years ago? Oh,
I got it. I got it still. I got the Seth Curry one, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air one.
Listen, I don't know if Daryl in this one today, but look, I think Daryl was going. I think Terry was saying something about they were gonna get me that for like my birthday or something, man. Mm-hmm. He ended up getting me the white and gold one, and I said, bro, if Daryl had got me that, I would not talk to Daryl ever again in my life.
Wow, I thought it was cool.
Bro, I don't like that. I took me and my pops went to the mall one day, man, and we saw that, and he was like, man, what is this? He pointed like he old school. Man, what is this? I was like,
it's different, man. It was
the New Jerseys, bro. That's the New Jerseys, man. I
was fine with it. I thought all of them were cool. As long as they not that gray trash bag one from back in the day they wore once against the Lakers.
Hey, I had the replica jersey.
Oh my goodness.
The Michael Finley one, bro. I don't know what I did with it though. I had Michael Finley.
That's awesome though. I'd love to have one. That's like a collector's edition thing. People that
it really is.
Yeah.
Man, if anybody got the authentic one, bro, that's gonna probably be worth some money.
I don't think they dropped that though. That you had to probably get that from like an auction. Somebody actually, a player that had it on, because they probably didn't sell it. They probably didn't get to it.
I didn't see that in the stores nowhere, bro. Let's see. Mix it. What guy says? Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I'll take Mitchell Robinson.
Absolutely. Yep, he's one of the targets. He's one of the people I'd go for this summer.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince jerseys. Yeah, Dominique, that's what it was. The Fresh Prince jerseys. I did not like them jerseys at all. I was like, what in the? I'd be sitting there thinking sometimes, like, when they're in the boardroom, who is in here saying like, yep, that's it right there. That's it. It's like, bro, that's not it, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like the very first City Edition jersey they came out with, where they had the it was like that dark gray with the light blue with the big Mav logo in the
big
middle.
Circle in it. You like that, didn't you?
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
I hated them numbers and all. I thought it was big, like blocky numbers and all. I hated the way the numbers looked.
But you know what I'm talking about?
With the big ball in the middle. It's like all black almost with the blue.
No, not that one. Oh, you talking about that one? The
Dennis Smith Jr.
one? The black one that had the neon and all that on the sleeve or whatever, the neon and blue.
It may be neon. It was Luka first year. The first year Luka was there. Him and Dennis Smith Jr. had him on and all with the big. It was a big. It was a big Maverick sign, like the big ball in the middle with the
Mav logo in the middle, right?
Yep, right in the middle.
Oh, I like that one. I like that.
I thought them numbers were too blocky, you know. I don't know.
If you had changed the color of that one, like say, like make the base blue, like that dark, maybe like a dark blue or something, and made like the numbers and stuff like outlined in white.
See, I like words.
That would have been fire, bro. But yeah, I like that one, bro. I like that. I'm ready to get that jersey, bro.
That big that big symbol in the middle.
I got the Dennis Smith one in my closet though. I got
that big old symbol, man. I needed words. It didn't even say Mavericks on it or anything. It just had the big, the big logo.
Let's see. Brolaw says KP jersey 50% off. Too much, man. He said inflation is real, man. Listen, I saw that, and I remember. Matter of fact, bro, your sister was like, "How much is that jersey?" I said, "It's 50% off."
I still got mine. Somebody want to give it away. I'm gonna give it away on this show, y'all. Somebody.
Hey, he had this jersey. It was this one that was 50% off.
Should have got that
one. Man, and she was saying he was messing with me. Like, I should have got nah, I want that jersey. Man. I didn't want his jersey when he was actually somewhat good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
I told you I only got it because I was in Madison Square Garden. It was fun trolling them, but then we still lost because we keep losing in New York.
I don't want to talk about that, bro. So you're right though. Johnny B says Robinson, but he said I like Robinson, but he's more like athletic, injury-prone Powell. He said, think we still need a legit backup center, Mo Bamba. You've been on the Mo Bamba train for 18 years, Johnny. You and King. Now you got King over here, delusional now, man. I blame you, Johnny. You started it. Johnny really did start it, though.
He did. Is it a background center? I'm down, Johnny. I'm all for it. I think Mo Bamba should be our backup center. I think he'd want to play with us. I think he'd come over.
And if he a backup center, y'all better get a center, bro. Like the starting center, bro. Like a center.
Better get Ayton. Stop playing.
Bro, I get Ayton.
You don't got to sign JB until after you finish until last.
Yeah, you got to sign until last.
The last one you sign.
Because you can sign him over the cap regardless. So yeah.
Yep.
Charlie said Oh, go ahead. My bad.
What I was gonna say, Charlie says you better get a Dodo one before a Spencer one. Yeah, Charlie, let me get both of them. I was going to get a Spencer one this year, but I tried to get the Dodo one. I was going to get one of the green ones.
Bro, Jay got the green.
Year. The green one from this year, the city one.
Yeah, Jay got that one.
Oh no, it's from last year, right? This year was the white and green one.
Throwback green one.
Yeah, the throwback green one. I was gonna get it, the one from last year.
Like I said, Jay got all the jersey, bro. I be asked Terry, can I get a jersey? Like, no. When I say I want the blue one, she's like, you already got a blue one. Like, no, I want like the color blue we got on our screen. That's kind of blue I want that one. She's like, nah, you already got a blue one. And I told her that this one's gonna be discontinued. So I gotta get another one. She's like, nah, just be happy with that one. Like, it's not how this works. Like the jerseys, you have to.
They get expensive real quick, man.
Yeah, they do. Like you gotta hit them when they sell.
And especially if you try and get the more authentic ones as well. Like,
yeah, especially if you the authentic one, you can get it for like 80 or something or 70, bro. You better jump on it. Jump on it. Johnny says it's impossible to get a Mad jersey out here in the Bay. All they got is these tacky Golden State jerseys and Lake. Oh my god!
You gotta go online, Johnny. You gotta
Johnny, go to either Mav shop or go to Fanatics because I get a lot of my stuff because Fanatics always send me those emails where they got matter of fact, they got a 65% off right now, Johnny. I think it's still going on. Cause that's gonna give me some of those retro hats and stuff. I wanted more of the retro ones, like with this.
Man, you see,
kid, bro. Kids got me. I gotta get some more.
Kid,
I should have got something. I should have got something this weekend.
Man, kids stay with all the freaking news.
Bro, they brought back. I should have sent you a picture of this. They brought back the throwback Mavs, but in all style colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the Dallas All-Star logo on the side of the hat.
Side of it.
I gotta show you the picture. Matter of fact, this weekend we're gonna probably go back to the mall. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you a picture, bro. He was terrible, like, bro. Make sure you got at least a couple of them hats. I'm like, man, those things is fresh, bro. Like they got them in like the Cleveland colors. They got them like the Chicago Bulls colors.
Different colors. I got you. Maverick one in different colors.
Man, those things is fire, bro. I should have got one.
That's how Kid had them, man. Kid was having all those colors and shit. But I saw on lids.
Kid got yeah.
Had a bunch of them on lids.
That's where they were at. That's where they were at when I saw them, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Where we at? Dang, that was my spot.
Johnny B with the Charlie. Charlie said, I think the Mavs probably have the worst design team in the NBA. It's not the worst, but they just trying to. The thing is that I don't think they don't want to change it up. They either go too hard with it or they don't go hard enough. Usually,
that's never a middle ground. You're right. It's never a middle ground. They go way left field with it, bro, or they just staying pat and just tweak one little thing.
Yep.
Because like the jerseys that we just talking about that's going to be discontinued. If you think about it, those look like the practice jerseys.
Yeah, that's why I like them. They look like practice jerseys. They look like the practice and summer league jerseys.
Yeah, the summer league jersey, exactly. Matter of fact, that's what they are, the summer league jerseys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so like you said, you going to stay packed with the summer league style jerseys, or you going to go way left field with that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air jersey they came out with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I'm about to put mine on right now so you talk.
We cutting this show short. Jamie says, old school Raptors with the dino on it was clean. Yep.
That's the best jersey ever, in my opinion.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you my favorite jerseys. These gonna be the top 3 jerseys. Y'all might agree with me on this one. Like he said, the Raptors throwback with the dinosaur on it. The Charlotte Hornets pinstripe, teal, blue or green, or whatever color that is jersey. Like matter of fact, they had I should have got the Larry Johnson throwback jersey. I'm gonna get they had the throwback ones like with Lonzo Mourning and all them, and the Orlando Magic pinstripes.
Orlando Magic. So you like the pinstripe? I'm a star, dude. Orlando Magic star.
That's because Penny Hardaway was my favorite player growing up, and he wore that jersey. Like, I got his sneakers and stuff, so you already know that. So they go with the pinstripe jersey. So
I like the Orlando star ones, the Toronto dinosaur ones, or the Chicago Bull pinstripe, baby. That's my one. The black pinstripe. That's
you know another one. You know a couple more underrated ones. The Seattle Supersonics.
Yep.
And if you might not like, but if you think about it, the Utah Jazz throwback jerseys
with the mountain on it. The one with the
Uh,
mountain on it.
that one, and then like the one that had the jazz and outlined in it was like green and yellow, but it was in purple.
Yep.
Right?
With all the Pistol Pete ones and all that back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to like there's some of the jerseys I just thought of. I was like the old Denver Nugget one I like too.
Oh, the one that got the
with the rainbow and all on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it too. That's it. Yeah, man. I used to love collecting the throwbacks and stuff, bro. I need to get back on there. Those things are expensive right now.
Yeah.
Johnny says, what y'all think about the Mavs adding Rubio or Sexton in case Brunson leaves? I don't want Rubio.
I was going to ask you about Sexton though. I was asking.
I think you had about him before.
He gonna probably be the low.
Yeah, he gonna not only that, but Sexton can definitely score. He's averaged like 20 points like multiple seasons. So, his defense though,
off the bench,
and he's not like okay. So with Brunson gonna set people up. You know what I mean? Like he can still go out there. Like Brunson can go out there and get his, but he can set you up. Sexton can't really set you up. He's literally a undersized 2 guard. So
would you let Tim Hardaway Jr. walk and grab Colin Sexton?
Yes.
There you go. I just gave you the move.
Yes, sir. I would definitely do that.
Amount
was good. Amount was good. Charlie in here.
Charlie said, I think it would be amazing if we had an orange jersey next year to show support against gun violence for what happened in Texas and because Reggie's sister was shot. Yeah, I'm down with that as far as doing something different like that. I think it'll be cool.
I mean, because they already had that gold jersey, the white and gold one was kind of to symbolize, I think it was Luka's Slovenian team. So if you want to do something with a message, I definitely wouldn't be mad at that. Just make it look good. That's all I ask. Make it look good, man. Because they be missing the mark on some of these jerseys, bro. That's the only thing. Jamie says, call me crazy, but I'm always thinking the idea of holding on to Hardaway until the deadline. Raise his trade stock.
Not last year, Jamie. Last year, we'd held him to the deadline. He was trashed by that.
I'm fine with it either way, Jamie. But like I said, if you can get him, if you can trade him for somebody that's going to help us, I do it. But I'm not mad at what you just said. That's not a bad idea. You know, get his stock up or whatever, and he won't have to be. I think as time goes on, and with the more players that we've added, like we've added Dinwiddie, he's steady slide down the pecking order. So that way you take all the pressure off of him and having to think he got to be the second option like he was that 1 year when KP didn't show up.
You know what's going to happen though, right, bro?
What's that?
You know Tim Hardaway Jr. gonna have a great year next year.
I hope we do.
I hope we do too, but he's gonna have a great year. Plus, he's been sitting on the bench watching everybody. I think he better have a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he better.
Right. After seeing him do that.
One, your great year gonna help us out, and two, that might like Jamie just said, that's gonna boost your trade stock up, bro.
Yeah.
So I definitely would do that.
Shoot, if Timmy come off the bench though and shooting though, we might not have to trade him. Like they're talking about that depth right there.
That's you.
Johnny says, I think the Mavs should sign Omar Rui back to a 2-way next season. I really think he could have been good for us. Yeah, I liked him last year, but I know he tore his knee all the way up though, and he already like a 2-way player. So he playing with fire as far as bringing a guy back at that time. But I mean, I'm down for it
though. Jamie says, assuming the Mavs could gather the resources for OG trade, I've heard rumors that he wants out of Toronto. Yeah, I heard that. I think a lot of people heard that, Jamie, that he wants out of Toronto. I wonder what they want for him, man. I would definitely go out to OG. That'd be a perfect fit for the Mavs, man.
You just need to play the same.
2-way player, like I said, can create. His game has gotten better each year.
Yeah, you just got to say you want to come, man. Like everybody else, you just got to say you want to come, and then you figure out people that you can trade for him. It don't even matter. We'll find somebody.
Exactly. Johnny B says, what do y'all think about Kobe White from Chicago? They might be looking to move on from him. He's a really good player. He could be a backup guard with Dinwiddie. I've heard that. Man, Johnny, if you listen to other podcasts, Chicago podcasts, and I've listened to multiple ones, bro, they're not sold on Kobe White. Nope. So All of them not sold. I'm good on Kobe White, bro. I'm good on Kobe White.
Yeah, I like Kobe. I like Kobe though, Johnny, but I'm not going to take him. He's too
Yeah,
much of a he's too much of a point guard. Like him and Spencer play too much the same role. I don't think either one of them are really enough of a two guard to be playing with each other. So I think I'm okay with Kobe, but I like Kobe, but we're fine with Dinwiddie.
yeah. We got a jersey debate. Brolaw says best jerseys: Bulls black pinstripe. What King said. Boston Celtic black jerseys. Old school jersey. Yeah, the white ones and the teal ones. Yeah, both of them. You're right. I'm not sold on that Celtics one, but I feel like it's a jersey I'm missing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, King. You know another one I like? I like this now. I think at the time when it came out, they got ridiculed. Only reason why I'm bringing this up because I saw a dude that he got a hat with this on it. It was clean. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Pistons with the actual piston horse on it.
Oh, I like the old Pistol one, the Grant Hill,
Yeah, the Grand Hill,
the
bro.
Grant Hill ones. Yeah,
This dude had a hat, bro, with that. It was a teal with that pistons on it. And on the side, it had that D. Like, you know, had like kind of like it had a mask, got just that M in the emblem.
mm-hmm.
It had the D on the side or whatever with the piston or whatever. And then it was a black brim. I said, man, that one was clean, bro.
It's another what is it? When Cleveland was wearing like a blue and red jersey when LeBron was there. What was it, like a fanatic, it was like a navy blue and like orange, maybe, I think.
Oh, that's throwbacks.
They were throwbacks, but it wasn't a throwback. It was like a newer version of the throwback. The throwback is lighter. I feel like the old back in the day with you talking about the ones with Price and
with Doherty and all them. Yeah.
But I think
I think it was the same one.
They sure. I thought it was darker.
It had calves on it, right?
Yeah, it said calves.
It was like a little basketball goal where the V was.
Did it have did they have the best? I don't think it had it on there on that one. It was the newer I can't explain. I'm gonna look for that one for you. Why are you doing that? LeBron in that one. I feel like it did. It wasn't. It was based off the throwback, but it wasn't a throwback though.
So it wasn't this one because it got LeBron James on. Hold on, give me this. It's a better picture. See it?
No, not that one. Hold on.
Oh, not that one.
It was.
You're not talking about this one, right?
No. It might have been this one. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, that's what I did see that on here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's based off the old one, but it's
that's the one they wore in the finals, ain't it?
Yes, they wore in the finals no too. Yep, I mess with those ones. I like those ones.
Oh, we having a jersey debate here now. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Johnny said top 3 jersey. Okay, he said the match pinstripe. Okay. Oh man, that's a good one, Johnny. I didn't think about that one. Vancouver Grizzlies. That's a good one. Dang, that's a good one. They got the Mike Bibby ones too. I got that one too.
Rockets. I like the pinstripe. Steve Francis Rockets too. Yeah.
Man, listen. Shout out to my other brother-in-law. Like I said, he's a Rockets fan. My sister bought him the throwback. I think the Scottie Pippen. She bought it for her 33rd birthday. Man, that mother was so clean. But I'm not gonna lie, I hate the Rockets. The Rockets throwback red ones though, man. Them I like them. The yellow. I ain't gonna lie. Don't tell him. If he asked, I denied it. I ain't saying that.
Tell him get you a Ralph Sampson.
Hey, if you get a Ralph Sampson, Charlie says, man, I just hope there is significant less injuries next year. Can't wait to see a fully healthy Clippers, Lakers, and Nets play. I don't. No, I don't want to wish no injuries to anybody, but I'm not worried about the Lakers, man. If you don't keep the same team you had this year, I'm not worried about the Lakers. Clippers might be a problem because they had a depth. Matter of fact, Clippers have depth, except the only thing they didn't have was Paul George and Kawhi. So they're gonna be a little difficult. Nets, let's see what they do this offseason before we start kind of putting them in that conversation.
Yeah. Jamie says, "Wish the hold on, let me get down there. Have Luka and JB as the starting backcourt and Hardaway and Dinwiddie as the backups with Frankie Smokes filling in the gaps as needed." Yeah, Frankie probably gone though, Jamie. If he probably stay there, but he probably won't get much time at all though if you got Tim Hardaway Jr. back though.
Johnny says, y'all think Dragic is coming this season?
Yes.
I was saying yes at first, but now I'm kind of no, like on the no side, especially if Dallas is going to be wasting spaces on signing like Theo Pinson back and Boban back and all that stuff, man. It's
I
like we
don't
want to sign
understand
a
that.
guy back. I would have been like, yeah, we definitely getting him, but now it's like I don't even know, man. Like we was to get him, I wouldn't be surprised, but now like it's getting harder when you signing people who not going to play. So
Bro, we can get Goran Dragic for $1 million. We got Boban for 3.5 or whatever.
I mean,
Wow.
it's and really, yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm, that's what I'm
Wow.
saying, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Mount says, we try to go ahead and finish these, bro. We
Go,
cover
go.
like Mount says, green is the ribbon color for mental health. This country has been always had guns, but it's only been the past 20, 25 years I've seen mass shootings with frequency. Part two. Oh, hold on. I think we over medicate these kids and they lose track of reality. We also don't have mental health facilities to house these people. They give them pills and send them on their way. Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. It's definitely a lot, man.
It's a whole bunch of. We're trying to get political and too personal on the show. I have a whole bunch of opinions on that, man.
Exactly. Charlie says the '96 Laker jersey is goated, but he said, I said, but I'm a bit biased because Kobe is my goat. Yeah, I got that jersey,
That's the
Charlie.
that's the crooked one, right? The crooked Laker, where it goes up and it's like going diagonally or whatever.
No, I don't think it had that on. I don't think that's that
Okay,
part.
that one 96. What's the difference between 96 and the current one? There, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's
Different
like
color. Like the ones now, it's like the gold. It's like more yellow now. It's more
got you.
yellow
More
now.
banana.
That thing it was gold. It actually was gold. And
Got
I
you.
remember I remember when Daryl came over, we were talking about that. He's like, yeah, it's more yellow, and they kind of like compared it with it. I was like, oh, okay, so that's the difference. I was wondering that too. Like I didn't. That's why he don't have the new Kobe. Like he had more of the older throwback 24 Kobe jersey, but it's more
Got you.
gold. Johnny B says Clippers are going to be scary. Kawhi, PG, Covington, Powell, Man, Morris, Jackson, Zubac, etc. Yeah, they're gonna be a problem, man. They're gonna be a
Y'all
problem.
keep right about them Clippers. They're gonna find a way to lose every
That's
year.
why we got to be. That's why we got to build our team up.
Let me ask y'all this: you think we beat the Clippers this year? I'm talking about the past year we just had.
I don't know with Kawhi and PG. I'm not even sure, man.
Dang. So you still think we worse than that? Then we've got a long way to go. Then we ain't no. We
Hey,
still
Golden State just showed us that we still got a long way to
we
go.
got a long way to go. If you say, dang, we ain't gonna beat Kawhi and them still.
He said, "I'm just saying, if they would want to do something to raise awareness, green is already one of the colors. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's true, man.
And it's gonna probably be the last one here. Well, good, live man. You can come in late. Say, what's up, Glow Gang? What's good, live? What's good, man? All right, man. It's gonna probably do it for us, y'all, man. We already almost 2 hours already, man. We definitely appreciate y'all hopping on with us tonight, man, for another late one, y'all. We definitely appreciate it. Listen, guys, we will be back on Friday at hold on, let me get these last few ones in real quick before we go. Johnny B says fully healthy Clippers win the title this season. They beat us in 6. King, you want to touch on that real quick?
I ain't saying no. I said the Clippers was gonna be gonna win the title last year. They was supposed to, but everybody crucified me and said the Mavericks were garbage because they lost to them. So
Lies also said, "What do you guys think about Jalen Williams?" We're gonna get into that. I'm just gonna mention that Lies here in a second. Give me a minute here. And AT says, "I'm telling you right now, if we face the Clippers in the playoffs again, we beat them." Okay, AT said, "Yes, sir, we got them."
elemental.
He said, "We got them." Okay, but yeah, all right, guys. So it's gonna probably do it for us. With all that being said, so on Friday, as you saw, Lies just mentioned a draftee, if you will. We are going to be talking about the draft on Friday, guys. So guys, start kind of getting your conversations and all that stuff ready, guys, for Friday morning at around 10 a.m. If not 10 a.m., probably 10:30 a.m. on Friday, guys. We're gonna be talking about the draft. Me and King gonna give you guys our 5 candidates that we think the Mavs should look at in the draft. I'm gonna start doing my research and stuff now, man, so that way I can get ready for that for y'all, man. So 'cause I know there's a lot of other Mav content creators. Shout out to our fellow Mav content creators out there. They already kind of got a head start on talking about the draft and stuff like that. So we didn't go ahead and get into that because the draft is coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. So with all that being said, guys, listen, if you're brand new to the channel, guys, if you love math content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I know we already had a couple subscribers already. We definitely appreciate that. Also, if you want to know when we're going to drop our videos, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you guys will know when we're about to drop a video. And also, if you enjoyed the content tonight, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Listen, guys, if you want more Bamba, hit that like button. If you guys want to re-sign Jalen Brunson, hit that like button. If you guys think we're getting DeAndre Ayton like King does, hit that like button, guys. We definitely would appreciate it. It would help us go a long way to build up our algorithm. So you guys be helping us out a lot by hitting that like button. Also, our socials. Y'all guys see it down here at the bottom. On Instagram, we are at We Talk underscore Mavericks on Instagram, and on Twitter, we're at We Talk Mavs, all one word, guys. So go ahead and follow us on both of those. King, is there anything that I'm missing, man?
Share, and share some more. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, please share, guys. Please share. Help us get the word out. We're steadily on our way to our first 1,000, guys. We're definitely working on that. We got some Patreon stuff we're trying to set up for you guys. We try some merchandise we're trying to set up, all that good stuff, guys. So stick with us, guys. We definitely going. We got you, guys. We got you. With all that being said, guys, we will be back here on Friday, same math time, same math channel. It is your boy Real. I got my boy King. It is We Talk Mavs here on the Globe Mavs production, and we will catch you guys here again very, very soon.
Peace.
Throwback.